Okay, welcome to Remax Edge Presents Momentum class by Remax, for sale by owner, FSBO. One of my favorite classes that I teach because this is a way that you can go after things with very little money up front, almost no money up front. So the key here, guys, is confidence. That's what we're going to talk about first, is confidence. So to test your confidence, if we were in a room together right now, not virtual, you would answer the following question, right? If there's a room with 80 people in the room, each person wants to sell and list their house with a realtor. Now you'd have 20 minutes to face each other. Okay, you have 20 minutes face-to-face with each person. And you would answer the following questions. See, the funny thing is that when asking a salesperson if they're good in person, they immediately say, absolutely, Mike, I'm actually better in person than I am on the phone. Well, the question is then, why are we not meeting more for sale by owners, right? Because you can go to their house and knock on the door, okay? But if you were in a room with these folks, what would you say, right? So the first thing you would do is, what was the number of people that you believe that you can convince to hear your listing presentation, right? So you can shake the hands, introduce yourself, but what number of people can you convince to hear your listing presentation? Next, what number of people can you convince to list the house with you? Then the percentage of your listings that sell, then your total closed transactions procured from that room, average GCI, which would be the closing, and then total GCI. How many people do you know right now who wants to sell their home? So what this is about, this is a for sale by owner boot camp. FSBO is going to teach you a 5-step method, which is a very complete and non-threatening approach for working for sale by owners. Now, why would you want to be non-threatening? Think about that. What are the reasons why a person would decide to sell it on their own? Well, I'll give you one. They want control. 2, this kind of goes hand in hand. They think they could do a better job. So if you call the for sale by owner up and say, I'm the best, I'm going to do a better job than you, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? They're going to resist you. So you can learn now through this approach, a proactive approach, of course, how to follow up with and close for sale by owners in a way that adds value. The key is help for sale by owners. Teach them how to sell the property on their own, and then if they mess it up or when they mess it up, you're right there to help them because you provided tremendous value until they needed your help. That's why I always bring up the Home Depot scenario. Right? Home Depot has it all. You can literally go on YouTube, learn how to hang a picture using the tools that you purchased from Home Depot. Hanging a picture is probably a little bit too simple, right? Hang sheetrock and build out rooms on YouTube. Go to Home Depot, get the tools, save a bunch of money, not use a practitioner. They teach you how to do it. But studies show that when you go down that route, I know personally for myself, if you go down that route, usually people mess it up and actually cost them more. So now think about the for sale by owner. What do? They go out there, they try it themselves, and then sometimes it costs them more in the long run. So through this course, we're going to hear a lot about scripts. And I know the naysayers always say, Mike, scripts, what is that all about? I'm not working in a call center. The scripts are a guideline. It helps you build confidence. And then there's going to be follow-up material because through first engaging, the challenge that many agents have is the follow-up, the fear of the follow-up. Actually, it's not that they don't want to follow up, it's the fear. What do I say, Mike? And I'm going to touch a little bit on my 1,000-day follow-up today. We don't have enough time to actually run through the 1,000-day follow-up, but I'll touch on some of the approaches in the 1,000-day follow-up, what you would say. The financial security of a proactive lead generator. Remember, through this course, we have 4 activities we need to do on a daily basis. Lead generation is the first thing. Lead conversion is the second thing. Client care is the third thing. And then, of course, education is the fourth. So if we're talking lead generation, here we go. The financial security of a proactive lead generator. What we're showing you here, what we're going to demonstrate to you is that the person that's proactively lead generating actually controls the outcome of their business. Those that are waiting, and again, we have a very good leads business in our company, but those that are waiting for lead opportunities coming off of a marketing piece that they had or leads buying from portals, typically are subject to price changes, net revenue to themselves because of hard costs, costs of those, right? Costs of marketing going up, costs of the leads going up, right? If you're a proactive lead generator, you're creating the lead opportunity, you have a greater chance in increasing your net revenue and also having more stability. So let's look at this. As we learned in the Momentum program, first phase is consistency. So in order to build this, you must be consistent because consistency builds confidence. Right, so let's just say if we worked on this for 45 weeks and we had 2 new visits a week, that's a total of 90 visits. Could you imagine that if only you did 2 visits a week, over 45 weeks, you would have 90 visits? What's your set rate out of that? 15% set rate, meaning that after you visited these 4 sub-owners, you set appointments to hear your presentation, not to tour the house. Right? So there's a difference between touring the house and then actually being able to say or share your presentation, which we discussed at the beginning when we were talking about the party, right? So total number of meetings, 14 at a 15%. See, the interesting thing is many agents feel like they've got, if they visit 90 people, they got to be able to present to 90 people. No, look, 15% set rate is 14 new meetings. And then those are people that once they ask to hear your presentation, the likelihood of them wanting to engage is higher. So let's say you had a 50% conversion rate out of that, you would get 7 new listings. And then if 50% of those listings sold, roughly, you'd have 4 sold listings. And that's the first phase. So when you break down the numbers, it's not overwhelming. And that's many of the challenges that we've seen is try to get away from the overwhelm that you've got to be this big FSBO converter. So second, after you've become consistent, now it's time to become efficient. Because now you're confident, and now it's time that you start becoming more efficient, getting better and better and better, because now you're having more conversations, more conversations that led to more presentations that led to more conversions, and then conversions led to closings. So the second phase of this, same thing, right? Try to take away the overwhelm. 2 per week, that is it. Can you imagine if you're working a 40-hour work week and you only went on 2 per week? You would still be on 90 visits in that 45 weeks. And by the way, this is a low benchmark, but this is a way to help you get into working for sub-owners. It's another part of your business. Now you're getting better, so you increased your set rates of letting them hear your presentation, and you got 25%, you got 23 meetings, and your conversion rate goes up, total number of listings go up, your sales percentage goes up, and boom, total sold 13. Now you see that in the proficient phase. I'm not going to go through the benchmarks, but as you go through this, you'll get better and better. Why visit a 4 sub-owner? Because 100%, this is a little aggressive, but 100% of the 4 sub-owners have an immediate desire to sell their home. Yes or yes? Right, they put it on the market, so they want to sell, right? Even if they're trying the market, they want to sell. This coupled with the fact that there are 6 possible income streams, we're going to talk about those, that come from 4 sub-owner relationships, makes it the most dollar-productive lead generation source. Yet so many agents look the other way. So many agents want to have this aggressive marketing campaign, and really they don't need this aggressive marketing campaign. They really just need to pick up the phone or visit these folks to convert them. So here we go. Here are the 6 possible streams of income. First, you're going to sell the 4 sub-owners home and take the 4 sub-owners listings. You'll work a 4 sub-owner as a buyer. You'll get a referral from the 4 sub-owner. You get a referral fee from the 4 sub-owner. You'll provide a service for a fee. Okay. These are the 6 possible streams of income, right? And what I mean by that is they either may be relocating, even if they don't decide to sell with you, they decide to buy with you, they refer their neighbor. There's a lot of things. Why? Because they're the public. You're out in the marketplace, you're talking to somebody who has intent. So even if they didn't use you, they liked you, you provided tremendous value, but then they say, okay, well, my neighbor wants to sell, because they almost feel guilty that they owe you something, as we talk about all the time, law of reciprocity, right? As human beings, if I give you something, you feel like you might have to give me something. And for sale by owners, if you're providing value, not, hey, look at me, I'm the best real estate agent in the world, I work for the best company in the world, you know, look at me, look at me, look at me, check out my reviews. That's not value. When you come from the side of value, you give them an opportunity to go out there and, you know, sell it themselves, because that's what they want, that's what they desire. Then if they decide they don't desire that anymore, it's too frustrating, then they come to you because they remember that you give them so much value in the time that they needed more value. They don't need to be convinced to use your services. They don't need to be convinced to use your services. Okay? They really don't. They just need to know that if and when they decide to use your services, okay, you're the person that gave them all the value when they wanted to do it on their own.